Hi, my name is Ahmed Masad, and today we are going to study CPL Airlaw. Which of the following would be considered to be an accident? A. Puncture holes in the aircraft skin. B. The aircraft is missing or completely inaccessible. C. Tire deflation during an abandoned takeoff. D. Engine failure. The answer is B. The aircraft is missing or completely inaccessible. Question 3. After landing, while taxiing towards the apron, the landing gear sinks into a hole. Nobody gets injured, but the aircraft sustains a structural failure. This obliges the crew to delay the departure. The answer is this is an accident, and the crew must follow the procedure relevant to this case. Question 4. When taxiing from the stand to the runway, a person on the ground is injured by the jet blast from the engines. How would this occurrence be described? The answer is accident. Question 5. Just before arriving on the apron, taxiing inadvertently on the grass, a wheel falls into a hole, which seriously damages the aircraft and obliges the crew to delay the departure. The answer is this is an accident, and the crew must follow the procedure relevant to this case. Question 6. During taxi to the runway for takeoff, the aircraft is accidentally taxied onto the grass, and the undercarriage is seriously damaged. Nobody on board or on the ground is hurt. What type of occurrence is this? The answer is an accident. Question 7. An individual with the intention to fly in the plane is walking towards the plane inside the chute or on the steps and falls down between the aircraft and the steps of chute. The answer is this is an accident. Question 8. The aircraft has made a complete stop on the apron. When leaving the aircraft, one of the passengers walks into the trailing edge of the wing and gets seriously injured. The answer is this is an accident. The crew must follow the procedure relevant for this case. Question 10. Which of the following options are correct? Aerial work defines an aircraft operation in which an aircraft is used for specialized services, as determined by the directors such as 1. Agricultural spraying, cloud spraying, and aerial harvesting. 2. Aerial patrol, observation and survey. 3. Aerial advertisement, including banner towing and other towing of objects. 4. Search and rescue, parachuting. 5. Aerial recording by photographic or electronic means. 6. Fire spotting, control, and fighting. The answer is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Question 10. Maneuvers intentionally performed by the piece of an aircraft and involving an abrupt change in attitude of the aircraft, an abnormal attitude or an abnormal variation in speed. Not necessary for normal flight. The answer is aerobatic flight. Question 11. Aerodrome operating minima is the landing minimum for a. The answer is non-precision approach and is given in terms of R, visibility, and ceiling. Question 12. What is aerodrome traffic? The answer is all traffic on the maneuvering area and flying in the vicinity of aerodrome. Question 13. Aerodrome traffic is all traffic on the maneuvering area and flying in the vicinity of an aerodrome. Question 14. Which of the following describes an ATZ, aerodrome traffic zone? The answer is an airspace of specified dimensions established around an aerodrome for protection of aerodrome traffic. Question 15. Which of the following contains administration, financial, and legislative information? The answer is AIC, Aeronautical Information Circular. Question 16. The system notifying in advance the circumstances requiring important changes in the methods of operation based on common effective dates is identified by the acronym. The answer is AIRAC, ACE, Aeronautical Information Regulation and Control. Question 17. A notice providing information on rules of the air, air traffic services, and air navigation procedures, and distributed in advance of its effective date is. The answer is an AIRACA, Aeronautical Information Regulation and Control. Question 18. A notice containing information concerning flight safety, air navigation, technical administration, or legislative matters and originated at the AIs of a state is called. The answer is Aeronautical Information Circular AIC. Question 19. Definition of an airplane means a power driven heavier than air aircraft, deriving its lift in flight mainly from aerodynamic reactions on surfaces, which remain fixed under given conditions of flight. Question 20. The temporary long-term modification, 3 months or more, and the short-term extensive or graphical information are published as follows. The answer is AIP supplements. Question 21. Which aircraft document would be used to instruct the flight crew members on the safe operation of the aircraft? The answer is AFM Aircraft Flight Manual. Question 22. An aircraft flight manual means a manual associated with the certificate of airworthiness containing limitations within which the aircraft is to be considered airworthy, and instructions and information necessary to the flight crew members for the safe operation of the aircraft. Question 23. An air operator certificate is a certificate authorizing an operator to carry out specified commercial air transport operations. Question 24. Airside means the movement area of an aerodrome, adjacent terrain and buildings or portions thereof to which access is controlled by the aerodrome license holder. Question 25. Air traffic control service is provided for the purpose of preventing collisions between aircraft, and obstacles on the maneuvering area, and expediting and maintaining an orderly flow of air traffic. Question 26. The 3 basic types of air traffic services are Air Traffic Control Service, Flight Information Services, and Alerting Services. Question 27. Air Traffic Service Unit means air traffic control units, flight information centers, or air services reporting offices. Question 28. What is the objective of the alerting service? To notify appropriate organizations regarding aircraft in need of assistance. Question 29. An aerodrome to which an aircraft may proceed when it becomes either impossible or inadvisable to proceed to or land at the aerodrome of intended landing. Alternate aerodrome. Question 30. Approved training means a training conducted in terms of Part 141, under special curricula and supervision as approved by the director. Question 31. The part of an aerodrome provided for the stationing of aircraft for the purpose of embarking and disembarking passengers, loading and unloading of cargo, and refueling and parking is known as the apron. Question 32. What does authority to fly mean? The authority to fly issued in terms of Subpart 2 of Part 24 of the regulations as a restricted certificate of airworthiness. Question 33. The authority to fly is approved by the South African Civil Aviation Authority. Question 34. Definition of cargo means any property carried on an aircraft other than mail, stores, and unaccompanied or mishandled baggage. Question 35. Definition of certificate of airworthiness means the certificate of airworthiness referred to in Article 31 of the Convention, issued in terms of Subpart 8 of Part 20, one of the regulations, and includes an authority to fly issued in terms of Subpart 2 of Part 24. Question 36. A child is defined as being 2 years or older, but under the age of 12. Question 22. An aircraft flight manual means a manual associated with the certificate of airworthiness containing limitations within which the aircraft is to be considered airworthy, and instructions and information necessary to the flight crew members for the safe operation of the aircraft. Question 38. Control area CTA is defined as follows. A controlled airspace extending upwards from a specified limit above the earth. Question 39. A controlled airspace extending upwards from a specified limit above the earth is control area. Question 40. A controlled flight is any flight which is subject to an air traffic control clearance. Question 41. A controlled airspace extending upwards from the surface of the earth to a specified upper limit is a yawn. Control zone. Question 43. Define a control zone. A controlled airspace extending upwards from the surface to a specified upper limit as published in an AIP, IAXE, or NOTAM. Question 43. Crew member means a person assigned by an operator to carry out duties on board an aircraft during flight that are essential for the safe operation of the aircraft and the successful completion of the flight, and include task specialists who have been assigned in flight duties related to a specialized use of the aircraft and have been informed of and accepted the associated risks thereof. Question 44. What is a danger area? An airspace of defined dimensions within which activities dangerous to the flight of aircraft may exist at specified times. Question 45. Date of application is the date on which the CIA receives the application in an acceptable form. Question 47. Discretionary fuel is the extra amount of fuel to be carried at the discretion of the pilot in command. Question 47. Electronic flight bag means an electronic information management and display system intended primarily for flight or cabin crew functions that were traditionally accomplished using paper references. Question 48. The empty mass of an aircraft is the mass of the aircraft, including any engine coolant, unusable fuel, total oil, total hydraulic fluid, any fixed ballast, and all items of fixed equipment, and include task specialists who have been assigned in flight duties related to a specialized use of the aircraft and have been informed of and accepted the associated risks thereof. Question 51. For an IFR flight to an airport equipped with NAVAIDs, the estimated time of arrival is the estimated time at which the aircraft will arrive overhead the initial approach fix. Question 52. Extended range operations means flights conducted over a route that contains a point further than 1 hour flying time at the approved one. Engine inoperative cruise speed under standard conditions in still air from one adequate aerodrome. Question 54. Flights means the time period between the moment the aircraft commences its takeoff until the moment it completes the next landing. Question 55. What is the definition of a flight crew member? A crew member licensed in terms of Part 61 or Part 63 of the regulations and charged with duties essential during flight time. Question 56, at least, which services have to be provided by ATS within a flight information region? Flight information service and alerting service. Question 57. Flight information region FIR is an airspace within which at least the following services are provided: flight information service and alerting service. Question 58. Flight information region FIR is an airspace within which the following services are provided: flight information service and alerting services. Question 59. Which of the following statements regarding alerting service is correct? Alerting service and flight information service are often provided by the same ATS unit. Question 60. Flight information service, FIS, alerting service and traffic advisory